Brilliance Audio presents Recluse by Helen Hardt. Performed by Aiden Snow and Summer Morton.
My new employer was Wolfe Enterprises. Seriously. A new position, a new title, a posh new office, and a hefty raise in pay. Life was good. Moving over to the Wolfe Plaza Tower was easier than I'd ever imagined. Everything stayed. I gathered only my few personal items to take with me to my new office. Yes, I'd have my own office. I'd been the assistant to Lacey Ward since she became an associate at the law firm. She hired me herself. I was fresh out of paralegal school and green as they come. That was 6 years ago. Lacey was the youngest attorney ever to make partner at our prestigious Manhattan firm. And now she was leaving. For a good reason. Roy Wolfe was the CEO of Wolfe Enterprises. He was also Lacey's new husband. They'd met, fallen in love, and gotten married in a span of a couple weeks. Why the rush? I didn't know, and I hadn't asked. Lacey was my boss, not my friend. Not to say we weren't friendly. I called her by her first name, and we sometimes shared a drink after work. But we'd never be besties. We were just too different. She was all business, which didn't explain her behavior the last few weeks. A quickie wedding to Roy Wolfe was so not Lacey Ward, or Lacey Wolfe. Definitely not. Neither was leaving the firm where she'd gotten her start to take a position with her new husband's company. Her position? Special counsel to the CEO. My position? Executive assistant to special counsel to the CEO. I loved working with Lacey, and truthfully, I would have followed her just about anywhere. My generous 6-figure salary? Icing on the cake. Getting away from Blaine Foster? Sugary sprinkles on the icing. Blaine, a senior partner at the firm, and I had dated a few times. He was old enough to be my father for sure, but still a sexy silver-haired fox. Problem was, he'd gotten a little too serious with me, a little too fast. I wasn't in the market for a permanent relationship, especially not one with a man twice my age who already had grown children. I wanted children of my own, just not quite yet. I swallowed as I entered the Wolfe Plaza Tower. Oh my God. If I didn't know better, I'd have thought I was walking into a luxury hotel. Marble tile on the floors, walnut fixtures, and lush paintings on the wall. I'd always been interested in art. In fact, had dabbled on my own. I'd considered studying art, but had needed to get a marketable skill quickly to pay my bills. My mother couldn't afford college, and my father was busy with second wife and new kids. I couldn't afford a student loan payment and a career as a starving artist. 6 months of paralegal school at a community college, and my fast and accurate fingers had earned me a job as Lacey's assistant. I strolled through the lobby of the building, eyeing the artwork. One painting in particular drew me in. It was oil on canvas, an abstract. The darkness of the work immediately made my heart sad. I wasn't sure why. I couldn't discern any actual images. But the dark reds and blues were twisted together in a corkscrew pattern that almost seemed like a crash into some secret madness.